Hey, what's up, everybody? It's JayViper here, and Suicide Squad is the gift that keeps on giving, as they have now announced that they're rolling out another DLC, and it's going to come October 1st, and it's going to be Zoe Lawton. They just keep on rolling out this DLC that no one's asking for, but do they have to do it? I kind of think they do. While you're here, don't forget, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so I can see you in the next one, and let's get into the story.
JayViper is awesome. He's so good looking. He's got the crowd in awe.
All right, here we go. October 1st. I know we've all been waiting. We couldn't wait for Zoe Lawton to get announced, introduced, and she's going to come into Suicide Squad for the dozens and dozens of people who are still playing this game. It's going to be an incredible time because here we go. Race swap Zoe Lawton is coming for Season 3, October 1st. The Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Just look at her and just, wow, thank God they did this, right? So the official Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League account shared that No One Tell Deadshot but Lawless, aka Zoe Lawton, arrives October 1st, along with Season 3 of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Oh boy, every season just full of just the same thing as Season 1 and 2, and wow, it's going to be so great. It's going to be amazing. Now, for anyone who doesn't know who Zoe Lawton is or what she originally looks like, we can just pop on over here and take a quick peek. That's her. Okay, and they said, nope, we don't want to do that. We're going to do this. So yeah, it's interesting. When Zoe first came in, she was just a little kid. Now, this is her running around right here. A little kid, but then after DC Comics relaunched its entire line in 2011, she was aged up to 12 years old and reintroduced in Suicide Squad 1 in 2016 as part of the Rebirth Initiative. It's unclear what Zoe Lawton's backstory is going to be in Kill the Justice League. However, the game featured a race swap Floyd Lawton and indicated he did have a daughter. It also revealed he ran into another Floyd Lawton as well. In-game, we find the codex reads, Floyd Lawton's constant need to protect and defend his reputation led him out of retirement, away from his daughter, and into direct conflict with the second Floyd Lawton, one of redacted origin. Ooh, the suspense, I'm sure it's amazing. It adds Lawton positions himself as a leader of Task Force X, but he seems more comfortable being pointed at a target and then killing it. A parent with a pressing need to reconnect with his now teenage daughter, this is currently the leverage Argus is using to keep Lawton in line. So Scooper Miller Ross appeared to share information on this version of Zoe Lawton, stating on X. So here's his information. Of course, Park Place, please make these bigger and make it so when I click on it, it takes me to his tweet. Like, please. But anyway, this is what he wrote. To a certain crowd, she's a hero. Her adoring fan base never misses one of her live streams. She's a streamer on Twitch. That's the kind of popularity every teenager dreams of, but she's made too many powerful enemies to go public. The only thing standing between her and a bullet is her secret identity. That and maybe her trusty gravity warping gauntlet. She'll need it if she expects to survive her time in Task Force X, not to mention the family drama. He continues. Lawless joined Suicide Squad, the Justice League, in Season 3 of post-launch later this year. Like the mysterious Arkham Knight before her, Zoe suiting up as a Lawless is an original machination of Team at Rocksteady, and I expect she'll similarly wind up in other corners of DC canon before long, Ross concluded. Let us all hope that as far as canon goes, every little piece of this game gets flushed down the toilet as soon as the servers turn off. Let's hope this does not happen. There's no need for it. So we all know there was a huge loss, right? This is a financial loss for Warner Brothers, but the amount, it's a $200 million impairment charge on the game. $200 million. These numbers are insane. Like, imagine being that big and you're still a company. Losing that much money and you're still a company. It's crazy. So this is another thing though. Rocksteady has begun laying off employees. The report came that the company laid off over half its quality assurance department, reducing it from 33 to 15. And it also claims the layoffs affect those outside the quality assurance, as well as have affected individuals across the board, from junior staff to individuals who have been with the company for over 5 years. So there's some somewhat senior people getting laid off here. So that's interesting. And employees are saying that a product quality will now suffer as a result. And I just have to kind of push back on that one because we've seen the product quality. It's right here. The QA team might not be doing its job, or it might not be effective. So I don't feel like it's really doing them any good. And going down to 15 people, what effect does it have if either A, not listening to the quality assurance team, B, the quality assurance team isn't very good, or 3, there's toxic positivity in the workplace where the QA team can't do its job. And it's going to be one of those 3 things, I think. So I don't see how laying off the QA team with a game with really basic, boring gameplay is going to hurt anything, because if they were doing their job, then we wouldn't be here. And let's not all forget, okay, this game got delayed for what? It was like a year or something like that, because a trailer dropped and people looked at it and they said, what is this? This looks really bad. And they delayed the game, and then they came back and the gameplay looked almost exactly the same. So I don't really think that they take feedback that seriously. They delayed the game for some reason. I don't know what they did with it, but they didn't do anything positive with that delay. So I don't really put a lot of faith into the fact that they're going to do anything good with needing those QA people. I'll just put it at that. And the layoffs need to come, because look what they put out. They need to come, as long as they're laying off the right people. So the game's peak concurrent player base on Steam has declined from a peak of 13,459 when the game launched. And again, that was a very sharp decline. That happened almost immediately. You can see this is just days, and boom, it was at the floor, which is insane. In fact, let's go and check out it now, because this is 197 at this point. Okay, so here we are with it right now. And again, we see just the decline from the 3rd, and by February 29th, it was at 500, and it's just been rolling at the 200s with occasional peaks. But yeah, 223 people in this 23-hour peak, 221 are playing right now. So we just missed the peak, man. We almost did it. So, I mean, this game is a flop financially. The DLCs aren't going to do anything, but I do think that they need to continue releasing these DLCs. I think they have to do it, because if they don't do it, I mean, they sold units, right? And they're not doing the refund thing. So if they drop everything and they don't do their seasons like they had said, then when they release their next game, they're going to get a lot of blowback with people saying, hey man, if this doesn't hit your expectations in sales, what are you just going to dump me and not actually support the game? Like, I'm not buying this. So they're kind of stuck. I think they do actually have to continue releasing these DLCs no one's asking for and almost no one's buying, okay? Because there are like 200 to occasionally 500 people playing. I don't know if they're all buying the DLC, but I'm sure some of them are. So someone's happy, I guess, and they make a tiny bit of money. I just can't imagine how many people they have working on this game right now. If it's a lot, they need to shave it off, and it looks like that's kind of what they're doing, because it should be a skeleton crew at this point. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you looking forward to Season 3 of Kill the Justice League? Or is this just another thing to just look at and wait for Season 4 to make fun of that? They aren't making any good characters. They aren't looking... I mean, Suicide Squad has so many good characters, and they're going with a race swap Zoe Lawton for some reason. I don't understand. So anyway, let me know in the comment below what you think about this whole situation, and do me a huge favor, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so I can see you on the next one. I'm out of here. Love you, mean to peace. Bye, everybody.
He's owning every game.